Nice. What's up, guys? I am James Hake. This is the Hake Report, and it is Monday, June 29th, 2020, and I have a show for you and some callers to get to, and a little bit more commentary on some of stuff that I covered on Sunday, which was yesterday, the 28th. And I'm live on all platforms, save for Twitch, which should be connecting soon. It always does that. So, it is 9 a.m., just a couple minutes after. You can call in 888-775-3773. But let's get on with the show.
So, digestion problems, abdominal pain, insomnia, high blood pressure that doesn't respond to medicine or food or exercise. You in tip-top shape and still got high blood pressure. Skin problems like eczema, heart attacks, and strokes are all associated with anger.
Oh, in your face. The lady said it. Now you have to believe it. The happy birthday. Are we still streaming? Yes, we are. Right on.
3, 4. Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La la la. Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La la la.
Hey, guys!
Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La la la. Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La la la.
So, what's up, guys? As I said, I am James Hake, and this is the Hake Report. And that woman, straight from the horse's mouth, not to call her a horse, said that anger is associated with stroke. That's for my friend, Joe from Phoenix, Arizona, who denies that it has anything to do with anger. He says it's stress, as if there's a difference between anger and stress. It's just a fancier, more intellectual word for it. Oh my gosh, I have some good calls to get to. Hang tight, guys. I will get to you. And hopefully one of these guys won't hang up on me if I have to put him on hold if he keeps on talking over me, right? But anyways, I have some anger affects your health. Duh. I mean, it's kind of obvious, right? If you consider what it does to your body and your mind and everything. That was Dr. Anita Phillips. And she is somebody that the far left fake Christian outlet Relevant magazine, whose founder was the son of the founders of Charisma magazine, a charismatic Christian magazine. It's very prominent, or was anyways at one point. Cameron Strang. Well, his outlet put out this 25 essential black voices for black mental health. Excuse me. Black mental health, which has been suffering because of all of this drama, fake drama, I might add, about Black Lives Matter and the fake idea of racism and the fake idea that police are targeting blacks and killing them with no recourse since the George Floyd killing, which has been, pushed majorly by the mainstream media with zero evidence that the cop was so-called racist. He's just white, so they automatically racially profile the cop as racist. Isn't that interesting? That was a retweet. That was Dr. Anita Phillips' most recent retweet, and she's black. She is somebody whom Relevant magazine wants to push as someone you should listen to for your mental health, if you're black, especially. I do not second it, although she does make a true point about the anger affecting the health. This lady preaches about anger affecting health, including stroke, especially in men. She says that brothers, I should pronounce it, black males, turn angry to fight the bad look of depression. I have the full clip for you. I may play it later. But that was from the Potter's house in Dallas. And later on in the clip, you see none other than the fat guy himself, T.D. Jakes, that fake black preacher who pushes false black victimhood, which is bad for the mental health because you're pushing a delusion on the blacks. I talked about this at length yesterday on the Hake Report on Sunday. Cool, huh? there is the Potter House is a black church over in Dallas. We've had callers who go there. Most of them are white-hating, Jesse Lee Peterson-hating callers who've called into the Jesse Lee Peterson show, at least. I don't know if any of them have called into my show. But T.D. Jakes is supposed to be a Christian, but he's an Oprah guy. He kisses up to Oprah, who kisses up to black anger and hates whites and pushes that fake idea of racism. And the Potter House, which is supposed to be a Christian church, says there's a short bridge between anger and depression when it comes to men. The emotions that society expects our men to suppress are pivotal and need to be nurtured. Nurtured? Watch Good Ground by Dr. Anita Phillips, a woman preaching, I guess. She was preaching at a church, or giving a talk, talking like she was preaching. And they shared T.D. Jakes' official YouTube channel. So apparently he is for this. And, you know, maybe towards the end, maybe at the end I'll play the whole thing for you, something like that. But there's a whole lot of anti-white, anti-Trump, anti-men propaganda, and all these people pretending that they care about men. They don't have the real solutions. They're pushing hate and anger. This lady herself, I would say, if she's into the black thing at all, is pushing anger. And I know a lot of whites are falling into the temptation of identifying with the whiteness above what's right. Don't fall for that. So, speaking of anger, you may have seen on the Jesse Lee Peterson show and prior this viral video clip that President Trump retweeted, quote tweeted really, of the seniors, meaning people above, 50 or 60, in the villages in Florida, which is a neighborhood, I guess, protesting against each other. One group of people driving their golf carts, men and women, decent men and women, elderly folks, most of them white, in favor of Trump 2020. President Trump, that is, who loves all people, right? Meanwhile, all these people standing on the sidewalk, some of them coming out into the little roadway or parking lot, driving path or whatever you want to call it, getting in the way, one lady getting in the way of the people driving by on their parade, pro-Trump parade, cussing at them, calling them white supremacists and Nazis and all these other things, racist. And one guy said, yeah, white power, white power. And after all, I was wrong. It was a bit of a chant. I had falsely accused AP of lying by calling it a chant because I only remember this man saying it once. Do you have the clip? Do you want to just play it? It's such a funny clip. I kind of have to play it. This is from the courtesy of the Jesse Lee Peterson show. If you can grab it. The Trump guy? Yeah, the guy who said white power, the seniors. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Let's go ahead and play this so that you get the feel of what went on, and then I'll play you a little bit more in depth about the nasty woman. Let's hear it.
Where's your white voice? Where's your white voice? White power! There you go, white power.
Wow, he fell for it.
Trump! They don't come out because
Bleep Trump, she's saying.
Trump!
She's telling everybody, F Trump.
Listen to your president if you want nasty language.
Officer!
I gotta tell you about her. Now she's standing in front of the
You big boy!
You touch me! Where's the officer? Where's the officer?
They're blocking traffic. There she is.
No wonder.
Veterans for Trump.
You'll still be praying on November 3rd. Too bad! You'll be praying on
You're a Nazi!
She's waving him off the pro-Trump lady. Nice.
You f***ing turd.
You bleeping.
You go, you're a Nazi, racist pig. That's what you are. We simple that we work and we love it.
Trump, 4 more.
Nice.
We're the minorities that support Trump. Exactly. They don't come out because they will not vote for him.
David Dorn. Wow. Nice. White trash. Happy birthday, Trump. So beautiful.
Come on through. Come on.
What a nasty woman.
Keep going. Trump sucks.
Wow, she can't say that. Shameful. So the adults acting like children, especially the ones that are taunting and cussing about Trump and calling people racist and white trash and all that stuff. And some dumb lady says, where are the minorities? They're not out because they're not voting for Trump. What a dumb statement. Most of my minorities are suckers. And it's a fact, Jack. And most of the fellow suckers are women. And most of the so-called white women are not Christians. And most of the Christians that are against Trump, well, all of them are fake. If you're not fake and you're against Trump, you're not going to, you're either going to turn fake or else you're going to wake up out of being fake. So I have another follow-up clip interviewing the woman who's wearing this black outfit. She has a black soul. She's the nastiest one there, calling everybody Nazi, Nazi, sounding like Cobra Commander, but a female. This is from Dave New World _2 on Twitter. He's the one that Trump quote tweeted. He's an anti-Trump person, I think. And he said, he tweeted out, a lot of people were interested in the hashtag resistor in black, wearing black, right? So here you go. Her name is Sharon Sandler. Sandler, huh? Wonder if she's related to Adam Sandler. I hope not. But anyways, here she is, this so-called fellow white woman who's against Trump, living in the villages in Florida. Here's clip 12.
Personally, I'm from Connecticut. I live in a very diverse state up here. I did not know that there was no diversity down here when I came. Black Lives Matter to me.
Right.
Trump is destroying our country, and I absolutely can't sit back and watch what he's doing. I can't stand Trump. I think he is a pervert. I think these people are part of a cult and brainwashed. This is really bad living here. Thank God for,
Beautiful.
you know, we
about?
all have friends and we stick together, but it's very hard living in the villages as a Democrat and not a Trump supporter.
Always a victim. What a sucker. And she's the one who's brainwashed. She's the one who's brainwashed. And isn't it interesting that these people hate white Christians? Old and brainwashed. Yeah, that is bad. Nasty person. At the risk of pointing out the obvious, I don't think she's a Christian. Let's just put it that way. And I don't think that she cares about so-called black lives, even though she has Black Lives Matter written across her shirt. And she probably supports abortion. She looks like it. Short-haired, feminist, old lady. Nasty person. Worrying about diversity as if that's a value. It's not a value. Anyways, what a mess. Let's see. Mo Betta stand up, gave a diamond and said, lady in black and white, hold on. U.S. veterans fought Nazis. You're in Florida? Hello? Yeah, a lot of these people were veterans who may or may not have fought in World War II. I don't know. They looked kind of young maybe for World War II vets. But regardless, these people, the guy who said white power was obviously, in my opinion, obviously just messing around. Somebody was trying to dox him and saying, where does he work? As if you really think that this guy still works. Maybe he does. A lot of people do. They get second jobs. They try to go to Walmart and be greeters and stuff like that because they're decent people. Mo Betta Stand-Up says, it will happen to you too. Too much retirement TV. Ludwig von Neon says, based villages. Yep. Evil Nasty Women, says Dark Side of the Bear What? She is no American, just Karen. Yeah. You know, most of these people, yeah, they're suckers. They hate Christians, they hate America, they hate white people, and they call them Nazis. It's a slur against white Americans. And anyways, they have a caricature of history and a caricature of the present day, and she calls them brainwashed. There is a quote from somebody who says it's easier to lie to people or to brainwash them, to convince them that they have been lied to, or that they have been brainwashed, to show them that they have been brainwashed. Yeah, that's true. Mo Betta Stand-Up says, NYC/Florida/Israel versus USA veterans with golf carts. LOL. Yeah. What a shame. Mr. Hake, what will the U.S. life be like if Trump loses? He asked. Mo Betta Stand-Up asks me. I don't know, but I shudder to think. We'll just have to keep plugging. You know, people, before I get to calls, I was talking with a friend of mine who's very concerned, right? He was convinced that Hillary was going to win back in 2016, and I recognize that it's a different situation in 2020. Things are just different. They just are. And so we don't know what's going to happen. I predicted from the start that Trump was going to get reelected. Even after Trump won in 2016, I'm like, he's going to get reelected because he is a fighter. Even if he doesn't win reelection, let's say if is a crooked letter, right? So let's not even deal with if. Let's just say whatever happens. Think about it. Who would you want to be running for president? I know some of you guys like Tucker Carlson, right? But it's not realistic to expect him to run for president when Trump is running for re-election, right? Who is the best man to be running for re-election? Trump. Who is the best man to be running for president, period? Who's the best person to be running it? Trump. One, because he's already won that first term, and he did it coming kind of out of nowhere. I know a lot of you guys supported him and were really excited, and some of you are much less excited today than you were. And I submit to you that it's unwise to have been that excited in the first place, and it's unwise to stop supporting him if, let's say, your excitement has waned. Because there are a lot of people who have kind of seemingly turned on Trump, or at least they feel alienated by him, so they're going to alienate back against him. They may basically want him to win, but they don't want to lift the finger so much. Some of these people wrote books in favor of Trump after he won, talking about MAGA mindset. And I like these people. Another person wrote a book called In Trump We Trust. Isn't that kind of over the top, these things? Especially that latter one. So maybe these people were overexcited, and I've heard warnings from wise people not to be overexcited about a person. I've heard a wise man who hosts a show that takes place right before my show, who says, keep a space between you and the president. Don't get too excited for or against him. Keep a space, so that way you can see what's going on in the world and within yourself too. That you don't get too pumped up or too caught up. Stay out of your head, right? That's the wisdom from a American, right? A Christian. And that person, people like that who are talking about staying objective and detached, they don't use those words necessarily, right? But keep a space, right? Clear-minded. Those people are still very heartily for President Trump. Some of them may not keep up with every little tidbit of news and all that stuff, or know the ins and outs of what's going on, but they have the big picture. And Trump is about the big picture too. Even when he's, doing stuff like listening to Jared and Ivanka and doing stuff, so-called police reform and letting prisoners out of jail too early and stuff like that. Yes, you can have your disagreements. And he may say, oh, blacks are doing much better than ever before, and that's true. And that's a positive thing. But what about the whites who are being smeared, and especially some of his faithful supporters being smeared in the media and attacked and all that stuff? But still, stick with reality. Don't be caught up in your emotions. Don't be a woman about stuff. Don't be selfish, And yeah, you can have your disagreements about what he's doing about certain things, but big picture, he is for what's right. He's been consistent. I saw tweets. I retweeted like 14 retweets or tweets that he put out talking about, find this person. Please identify this person, these people attacking our monuments, because they're coming for the people next. In some cases, they're already coming for the people, attacking people and private property, not just public property. And the Democrats don't want to enforce the laws of these monuments being taken down because the Democrats and the rhinos support the takedown of this madness. The fake news was saying that white supremacists created this Mississippi flag that they're trying to take down. White supremacists? Please. I want to know if they considered themselves white supremacists who started this Mississippi flag that has the Confederate flag's emblem on it. Beautiful Confederate rebel emblem. Did they call themselves that, or is this just liberal media caricature of the people who created this flag in Mississippi in the early 1900s? Because there is a whole lot of false smearing of white people, of the South, of Christians going on in the media. They're not pro-Christian, they're not pro-America, they're not pro-white, they're not pro-men. And in all honesty, they're not pro the people that they think that they're for. Or I don't even know if they think that they're for them. The people whom they're exploiting, the blacks, the LGBTQIA people. It's the worst thing for them to encourage these people to wallow in victimhood and anger and hatred of their fellow people in America. And to smear the South. Disgusting. So, anyways, I lost track of where I was going. But let me get to, let me just read a few more super chats. Polly J gave a couple of diamonds. Very nice. Based AF, America First. Based America First. I'm presuming that's what his name is. If he calls in and says otherwise, I'll still say that it's America First, right? This is a G-rated show, right? PG, let's be honest. Parental guidance. He gave a diamond and said, here's a diamond to help you deal with anger. Thank you. Appreciate that. Much needed. Lin Yen Chin says, no need to read out loud. Sorry to Joelle for the taxoma mess. Would have been faster not to say my name so often. Merry Christmas, James and crew. So Lin Yen Chin is apologizing to you. And if he gives you a bunch of super chats, you can just read off the super chats without reading his name every time. Just an idea. That's his idea. Oh, man. Hot Computer Smell says, keep an eye out for my JLP stream on Friday. She's an artist. Hot Computer Smell is an artist and makes beautiful art. I think I have seen it before. And so she's going to be putting out JLP-inspired art. Should be interesting. Hot Computer Smell gave a diamond. Appreciate the support. David from Kentucky, I believe, said, just a bunch of old burnouts from the 60s and Kent State. Kent State, isn't that where they had a shooting of a person? But I think there were riots by the liberals over there way back in the 60s. Joel says, tell Lin Yen Chin to keep the super chats clean. Yeah, I guess the National Guards shot at students and killed 4 of them at Kent State. It was a riot, as I would have to imagine, right? It must have been a riot for them to be shooting at the people. The National Guard, they were surrounded during a riot. According to the American historian extraordinaire Nicolas Gonzalez, born in Miami, which should not be considered America. Just kidding. Or am I? So anyways, let me get to my second favorite caller, Earl in Michigan. What's up, Earl? How are you doing?
Hola, James Hake. Wayne.
Good morning. Hola.
First off, I'd like to congratulate you on your 2 hours starting in July.
Appreciate that.
Even though
advance.
I still disagree with you on 99% of what you say.
Wow. So 1% you agree, huh?
Yeah.
I remember one thing that you agree with. I remember one thing you agree with, and then I'll let you talk.
You remember more than I do.
Yeah. He said it's okay to be white. I have the drop. I think I have the drop somewhere. Yeah. Yep. Anyways.
Yeah, I agree with that. I want to address a couple of callers from Friday that addressed me. Kira from Florida. The winch. Or Karen,
what?
or whatever name you may.
Did you call her a winch? That is so bad. Did you really call Kira from Florida a winch? That is.
Yeah.
Wow. What did she call you for you to call her that?
Well, she called Nate and I pathetic or whatever, some kind of.
Right. Yeah, I think.
And so forth.
Yeah. That's pretty. What makes you call? Isn't winch? Hold on, man. You called her a winch. You don't know anything about her. A winch, isn't that like a prostitute or something? Isn't that kind of rude to be calling her that?
It can be, or it can just be a servant girl or whatever connotation you want to put to it.
No. You had the connotation with it, and it comes with a certain connotation.
It has several definitions. I'm saying.
Now you're hiding. Now you're hiding.
Or whatever. It's just one of them.
Keep dancing. You're dancing around the term, Earl.
Huh?
You're dancing around the term. I think you watch too many.
No. It's using your own imagination. I just call her a winch. Whatever definition you want to put to that is on you. By the way,
anyways,
I would advise her to do what I do. Like when she calls and it's boring me to tears and I want to barf, I just wait till the next caller, and maybe that would be more to my liking. I suggest she do that instead of what I don't do is call up the host and try to dissuade them from letting folks talk.
Right.
Especially when you want to claim freedom of speech and so forth and everything. That's the next thing she would say, except for the people she disagree with.
I don't know if she was trying to dissuade me from taking time with you guys. I don't know if that was the case.
Well, that's what the inference I got from it. When she complaining on our conversation,
all right,
and the length of time I talked, it wasn't a compliment. Let's be sure of that. The other thing, well, I wasn't going to talk about her boring conversation about Walmart and shopping, as if people on bated breath want to hear from her. But I'll go with something else.
You express yourself. It's very interesting how you express yourself. That's funny.
Justin, who didn't disparage me, but it only had it was more logical and matter of fact in his questioning about police brutality and so forth. I won't disparage him because he was at least intelligent enough to attack the argument instead of me personally. So I only have a question for him.
Okay.
What matrix was he using when he decided there's 17 white brutalities and 9 black was the matrix total population of whites, which only blacks about 13%. Then he would have to come up with about 4 times the brutality for white to equal out to the brutality of blacks.
Actually,
But,
you're wrong about that, Earl. You want me to tell you why? Because
go ahead.
it's not just per population, right? Yeah, there are 4 or 5 times as many whites as there are blacks, right, in the country. And so you would expect if blacks and whites commit crimes at equal rates, which they don't, that they would have 4 or 5 times as many cases of cops getting killed. And you're you're referencing a call from a 17-year-old high-functioning autistic man named Justin, I think.
Yeah, the young Einstein.
Yeah, smart kid, smart guy. I call him a kid, but he's a young man. And he falsely called it police brutality, but I dispute that term, first of all, because it doesn't exist. Second, because it's only referencing unarmed...
No.
But let me just explain.
Just because you say it doesn't exist, it's only your opinion.
Right. So let me just explain, though. He was referencing cases of unarmed blacks and unarmed whites being killed by police. But
True.
unarmed
But
is kind
more.
of... Hold on. Unarmed...
There's more than what the police reports.
True.
And the FBI report. There's more that's coming on coming into view as we speak about people who claim police brutality that didn't get highlighted in the press and so forth. That's going on all the time
Earl,
in different states.
Is every case where a so-called unarmed person, black or white, gets killed by police? No. Is that every case?
No, I can answer that before you even finish it.
I know,
No.
but let me just finish it so that the people know, because some people may not be as good of mind readers as you are. Is every case where an unarmed person gets killed by a cop, is that police brutality every time?
I'll repeat the same answer.
Right.
What did I say?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So you agree that all those cases are not police brutality? That was my point.
No, not all cases are police brutality.
Yeah.
But all police brutality cases are excessive force cases.
Excessive force is a better term than police brutality.
Right. But
Police
I'm
brutality.
saying you can have excessive force. You can have excessive force.
Right.
And it not be police brutality.
Correct.
But you can't have police brutality without it being excessive force.
Right. But I dispute the term police brutality. That's an anti-cop.
I know that's your personal.
It's an
personal take.
Because it's an emotional term. So let me explain that blacks commit crimes and have interactions with police way more than whites. Therefore, per their interactions with police, they're about the same. Yeah, the death rate is about the same. Well,
you can put that on several different reasons. You can say the police contacts with blacks are more than contacts with whites.
Correct.
So therefore, logically, you're going to have more of the same, either crime, looking for dope or drugs. If you target certain people more than others, you're going to find more of that, what you're looking for in that community.
True.
Not that it is.
True. But
that's what you're targeting.
Hold on. But there's also more there. Per capita. More crime in the black community per capita. There just is. There's no dispute about it. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's more so-called crime.
Come on.
And that's hard. That's hard to. If you're not doing equal amount of
policing.
No, us doing both sides, both races equally. How can you tell there's more if you focusing more in the black community? Just like there's more black arrests, ticketed, it's been going on for decades. Like I told you this past Friday.
Right.
That's been going on for the generations. That's because they were targeting blacks.
But hold on.
Letting them go ahead.
You're really arguing the chicken versus the egg. What started first, the out of control black crime or the police so-called targeting the blacks? And you called it so-called crime?
The police targeting the blacks for no apparent reason came first.
Oh, and
now,
so that's
crime has caught up to it. But believe it, like I said, even past me and Jesse's day, they were stopping blacks for no good reason, only because they didn't want them to come through their community.
I don't know.
I know you don't know. You weren't there.
Right. Neither were you.
I was. So
were you stopped? Were you stopped?
To make an argument.
Were you stopped for no good reason?
Yes.
You're gonna tell me a Joe story,
Yes.
a Joe from Phoenix, Arizona story?
Yes.
Man. Okay.
And from going into a white community, I would tell you an interesting story. I was quite young. And
You know, man.
Case.
You know, I'm sorry to cut you off. I really am sorry to cut you off. Tell me the story tomorrow.
I've been talking a long time.
Yeah.
But adios, amigos. And
All right.
I'll talk to you later, Nazi.
I'll talk to you later.
You didn't get away from that, did you?
Democrat. Take care, man. Bye. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was talking to him that long. It's kind of fun to talk to him. Anyways, let me get to Kenny out of Idaho. It's such a shame that these people just downplay and cast doubt on the crime. It's so ridiculous. It shows a total just denial about the reality and out of control behavior of the blacks. He's part of it because by being in such denial and distracting of it, he's making excuses. But anyways, I'll talk to him more about that later. Kenny out of Idaho. I'm sure he'll have some follow-up about that. Kenny, thanks for calling. What's up?
Yeah, what you got? James, can you hear me well?
Yes, I hear you quite well. I put well.
Yeah, I just wanted to weigh in on that the golf cart parade incident.
Wasn't that so nice?
Well, I guess it was long overdue since we can't have weekly Trump re-election rallies.
You know, man.
Well, we can.
Yeah, we just had one only, and then we're going to have another coming up soon, hopefully. You know, I noticed that the so-called counter protesters, the evil people, were getting inside of the social distance of the good people. Did you notice that?
Yeah,
they were breathing on them. They were saying,
"Yeah, that shows
Nazi."
That shows how desperate they don't mind. They'd rather die than watch our president get his second term.
Yeah.
Handily.
Such a
landslide.
Shame.
I'm going to have to invent a new word for bigger than a landslide.
Maybe so. We'll see. You know, people thought that Obama was going to be a one-term president, and he wasn't.
Yeah.
And
thanks to the rhinos, those rhinos.
True.
We're busy going, let's see how much power we can give back to the government.
Yeah.
Back in 2010, 2011, and finally 2012.
You know, you can't put all your hope in any president anyways, but a lot of people had too high of hopes for him. They thought that he was going to be able to do the impossible single-handedly. You know, they can blame him for hiring bad people like John Bolton and stuff like that. Whatever, but he's a fighter, and he doesn't back down, and he stands generally on what's right, especially with regards to these bigger issues, such as the blacks who hate whites, the blacks and commies who hate America and the South and all that stuff. And he's generally standing on what's right and law and order and things like that, and loving the country and enforcing, hey, you got to love the country, not hate it. And so that for that reason, I think he's the best man to be running. And I have, I still have hope that he may win. So right on.
Oh, he's going to win. Yeah. But of course, don't get too complacent. Don't get too
yeah, exactly. We need to become perfect. You can't just rely and be all resting on your laurels
Yeah, whatever chance you get, you try to recruit, just like telling people the truth about what the Lord has done some 1,987 years ago on the cross.
And more than that, just living right, even in the small moments, because that's so key, and that's what's going to prepare you for the bigger moments.
Yeah, this is a repeat. What happened in Florida is a repeat, I believe, of the Charlottesville. There was good people on either side, and the media probably recruited some AstroTurf roots movement, which everyone knows AstroTurf doesn't have roots,
right?
To bait the site for a photo.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
What do you call it?
What did you think of that guy saying white power?
Well, if they were the same ones who weren't real, the ones in Charlottesville had flames or had those torches.
Oh yeah, the tiki torches.
Out of character for a true modern day. I wouldn't call them nationalists, but if they were going, oh, this will get them here. Everybody get the cameras on this group who is chanting white power and trying to make it a thing. And then the other guy at the last bit of that video was mocking those guys.
Right. Yeah.
Basically mocking them, but the media took it out of context and allegedly got Trump to take down the post.
And man, these people have the freedom of speech to say whatever. Even those guys that were chanting "Jews will not replace us" and all that stuff, they have the right to say that, to think that. They're reacting to an attack on white people, and
we want them to say
maybe they're reacting in a I don't know. Maybe they're reacting in an ill-advised way, I guess. Maybe, right. But they have the right to do it, and they're not. It's not even necessarily. I guess it's spewing blame, but it's not. It's ridiculous. Anyways.
Yeah, I appreciate your work. Keep up the good work, James. I'll let you go.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you, Kenny. Yeah. Take care.
God bless you.
You as well. All right. Oh my gosh! Before I get to more of this stuff, let me get to Billy out of Texas. Billy, how come you keep on hanging up on me when I put you on hold because you keep on talking over me?
No, it's you interrupting me, and then you put me on hold, and then when you come back to somebody on hold, you don't let them talk anyway. So
that's not true.
The first time you guys hung up on me.
No, I've never hung up on you. I've warned you not. I've warned you not to be vulgar, but to my knowledge, you've called me twice. To my knowledge, you've called me twice, or maybe 3 times. And the 2 times that you've hung up on me were when you were on hold. I put you on hold because you wouldn't shut up. I was trying to talk. I'm the host. I get to talk over you. If I start talking, you do have to shut up. That's the rules of the thing. That. You did not.
I said it's your show. Cut me off if you want to. It's your show. Man.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to.
But then you didn't really. You didn't. I mean, you gave a dumb answer. Anyways, so you want to apologize now?
No, I'm never going to apologize to you. Look, dude,
how come you listen to the show, Billy?
What?
How come you listen to the show? Why? Why are you here? Why you stay here?
The stupidity of your answers just amazes me, man. Look, dude. So my stupidity amazes you? That's why you watch? Yeah, and you act nervous on there. You act nervous.
Interesting.
And it's probably because you're afraid that you'll accidentally...
So you like...
Hey, I can't even talk.
I know, but I'm trying to interrupt a little bit because you keep on moving on, and I'm trying to do a follow-up. So you like watching me act nervous?
No, not necessarily, but I think you're nervous because you're afraid you're going to accidentally drop the N-bomb somewhere in there.
No, I don't think so.
You use that word in private?
No, I stopped.
You use that word when you're not. You don't.
I generally stop for the most part. Yeah.
I use it sometimes to describe people like you that wear rebel flags and claim it represents the South, but you're in California, so you can't even say it represents the South.
I can too say it represents the South. I've seen the Southerners put it. You really
You
think
can
I
say
don't see Southerners flying the flag?
The Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, the Dukes of Hazzard too. That represents the South.
I believe you use the N-word all the time in private.
And
you just don't say it.
what if I did? What if I did, Billy?
You almost say it.
What if I
don't know,
did?
but you wear a flag on your radio show that you won't wear in the street. You won't defend it.
I did wear it in the street.
No, not in California. You don't.
Yes, I did.
Nah. Oh, you did
Yeah.
one time with your arms folded up and bodyguards all over the place.
Billy.
Don't let that N-word over there see me wearing this.
Billy.
I might have to defend it.
Billy, why are you so nasty at your age?
You don't know how old I am.
I know, but I know that you're older than me, and why are you so nasty at your age?
You're not sure that I'm older than you.
I'm pretty sure. Maybe you're not, but why are you so nasty at your age, whatever age you are?
My accent that's just tearing you up, that makes you think that I'm 70 years old.
Why are you so nasty at your age?
I'm not. I'm just shooting down your points left and right, and there's
in your
not
mind.
much you can do about it.
In your mind, Billy.
No.
I appreciate it, man. Take care. Let me before I get to Brandon out of Oakland. Lin Yan Chin clarifies, Joel. I don't even want to repeat this. He says constipation is not a dirty word. It is to us. Right? Yep. Dark Side of the Bear What says, I love my Hake Report t-shirt. It is amazing. Red and black. Yeah, thehakereport.com. And you can go to the menu and click on Teespring. And that'll take you to teespring.com/stores/The Hake Report. It's such a waste of time to talk to Billy. He doesn't want to engage. He just wants to be nasty. Let's see. An unleashed Trump second term is our only hope, OB1, says Mo Betta Stand Up. You know, let's not even say that because, yes, it's important to have a decent man at the top. It is important. It's very nice. I've loved the fact that Trump is president in these times. It's very reassuring when Black Lives Matter is acting out of control to have somebody at the top who's like, no, not falling for this. For the most part, right? Yeah, he does do this police reform stuff, but he's like well-meaning, sincere man who really loves the country and all the people in it. So that's cool. Noah's Arkansas says, huh? And Mo Betta Stand Up says, Earl with the stats, but Detroit only got black dealers. Yeah. It's so ridiculous, these people just in denial about black crime. And really, it's more than just black crime, it's black hate. And it's hate from all the liberals who pretend that they love the blacks. They hate them because they're encouraging them to be angry and mentally ill. And they're encouraging hatred of whites. The hatred of the blacks is pretending to love them, and the hatred of the whites is just outright calling them Nazis and baby Hitler. Mo Betta Stand Up says, don't hurt Earl, Jesus loves you, and so do we. And Dark Side of the Bear What gave a diamond and said, Hake, have you applied for verified partner yet? Yes, I have. Asmodor is hosting the show. Thank you, man. Noah's Arkansas says, officially requesting Harpo to visit Billy in Texas. Interesting. Roots equals Germany, children prior to 1948 television, says Mo Betta Stand Up. I'm not sure what that means. Asmodor says, tell Billy to get out of Texas. Yeah. What a disgrace. No wonder Texas is turning blue with scum like that guy. Is it mean to call him scum? Maybe. He's misguided, right? Let's call it misguided. Kind of an out of control rhino betraying his fellow people in the South. What a shame. Dark Side of the Bear What says history applies to all Americans. Okay, boomer. Asmodor gave a diamond and said, I'm in the South. Confederate flag represents us. Yup. Mo Betta Stand Up says, ask Asmodor about this fake collar. Billy going down soon if he don't forgive Mama, says Noah's Arkansas. Thank you, Noah's Arkansas, for the support. Mo Betta Stand Up says Billy is an Appalachian lib with Jake Pipsqueals. Interesting. How many followers Billy got? He's just jealous. XD. XD means scrunching your eyes and big smile, says Dark Side of the Bear What? And she says, no, it is not meant to call, no, it is not mean to call Billy what he is. What, scum? Whoa. Okay, don't sound nervous to me, buddy, says Adam Clark. I hope the POPE, Pope, gets ticked with Marcus Jones, Do Right, and all the other confused black. They need the holy hand to rectify their folly, says Lin Yen Chin. Interesting. And Ice Wall Bear, which is a reference to the flat earth, says, I don't believe in the lie of COVID. Interesting. You know, they're hyping it. They do, you know, it feels like they want to shut down the country to hurt President Trump and the people of America. You know, the commies, you know, the people that Billy was referencing, the people of California, they would love to tear down a good system or a system that started out as good and has gotten more and more corrupt by them and their ilk, to rebuild in their image, the image of anti-Americaism. They hate whites, they hate Christians, they hate freedom. They think that you don't have the right to hire or fire as you please when it comes to the LGBT or anybody else. What a shame. We need to bring back freedom. And it's only breeding resentment and suspicion when they put in laws like this. What a shame. Brandon out of Oakland, California. Brandon, thank you for holding. What's up?
At the top of the morning, Hake.
Hey, thanks for holding.
Oh, yeah, no problem. I'll get right to the point. I just wanted to share this little story or whatever you want to call it that helps me from time to time. Do you remember the old school cartoon, the Roadrunner and the Coyote from, I think it was Looney Tunes or something like that?
Yes, I do. The Roadrunner and the Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, man. I think that's a good little symbol that we can use for today, and it's just true of all time. Like, and why I say that is, let's see, you have to choose right or wrong. You have to be on one team. So if there was going to be a mascot for the team, the Roadrunner would be the children of God. You guys over there at Bond, every one of you is a Roadrunner. The children of the lie, all these people going out doing all this stupid stuff right now, they're the Coyote. And I say that because if you know that story, it's like the Coyote spends all his time and money building all these traps, just angry at the Roadrunner, and they never say why, because he probably doesn't have a good reason. He's just lost. And he spends all this time trying to get the Roadrunner, and what happens? The Roadrunner always just runs right by and just looks over, doesn't get mad at the Coyote, doesn't laugh at the Coyote for being a joke. He just goes beep, beep, and just keeps on going down the road. So that's what we have to do as children of God, and that's what we do. We don't even have to. That's what we already do if we're truly children of God.
Yeah.
Is we don't become a coyote. That's the worst thing. Don't lower yourself. Don't try to get the Coyote. Did you ever see the Roadrunner go and try to get the Coyote? He's too busy running down the road, doing what he's supposed to. He's a road runner.
Yeah.
He's running down the road, and I think that's like the path. Like, you stay on the path that God's given us, you'll never, God's going to protect you from the Coyote. You don't even have to worry. The Coyote already lost.
Yeah.
So the Coyote is all these protesters. Coyote is all the people trying to make you be scared about this coronavirus. I'm gonna call Bill Gates out. Bill Gates is a Coyote. He pretends like he's a road runner and he's just a successful man and this and that, but really behind closed doors or whatever, he's over there trying to build a bunch of traps for people. In one way, I truly believe it. You know, I don't know for sure. You know, nobody does, but God, right? But it seems like he's up to something. He seems like he's over there part of the mess. So,
well, for
anyway,
sure.
I just wanted to share that little story because it helps me sometimes, man. I remember beep, beep, if nothing else. Like, when these people try to bring you down, you don't even have to say it because they might look at you and then you're starting something. But in your head, just look at the people trying to bring you into all that. They're all coyotes, and just give them a beep beep in your head from Brandon.
Appreciate that, Brandon from Oakland, California. Thank you, man. I don't know if what's his name, Bill Gates is knowingly. It kind of doesn't matter. These people are so deluded and into their liberalism that they will mete out evil out of. They will push out evil out of their own hatred of America and their attachment to their prideful attachment to their ideology. And it sounds like he listens to his wife. He puts Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. What did Melinda ever do to create, I don't know, anything? I don't know. Maybe she's done something with her own life apart from Bill, which is ridiculous anyways. But yeah, he is, even with this, he pushes these, he pushes vaccinations like that, stuff like that. Haven't those things done damage in different parts of the world that he's pushed out? It's crazy.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Brandon. Thank you, man. Very beautiful analogy. The Roadrunner, unattached.
All right, hey, beep, beep.
All right, right on. Take care. Yeah, it's wild. Anyways, ideologies are stupid. Believe what's right, says Asmodor. Great point. Yeah. Polly J gave a diamond. Liberals are the Coyote and Soros is Acme, says Asmodor. Ask Billy where he's going. He'll tell you where he's been, says Dark Side of the Bear What. Let me get to Ryan out of Concord, California. What's up, Ryan? Long time no hear.
How's it going? Hey, yeah, it's been a while.
It's going well.
Awesome. I just had two quick questions. My first question was, do you have to sign up for the men's forum, or is that like first come, first serve, open to the public?
The men's forum, it's nice to RSVP so we have an idea, but I don't even think that you really have to RSVP. You just show up. The men's forums are first Thursday of the month, so you can just, if you can make it, come on down. And
yeah, I was thinking about coming down.
Yeah. And so we're planning on it. Call ahead, just to make sure. But as of right now, it is planned, and we are doing it.
Where would I RSVP?
Say that again. Oh, how would you? Just call and just say I'm coming down.
Oh, okay.
You leave a message with with any one of us, the front desk or me or whoever picks up.
Awesome. So good to hear from you guys. It's been a while. I've just been, working a lot, but
yeah.
I had a question, and then I'll let you go. What do you think is the reason why, or what is the main cause for black Democrats, specifically black Democrats like Don Lemon and, Al Sharpton and Juan Williams from Fox? Why do you think these black Democrats, they know that black-on-black crime exists, and they know it's been happening for decades?
Right.
Why do you think they don't want to stop it? And that's my question for you. And I'll let you go.
Okay, appreciate that, Ryan. I don't know. That's a good question. People are, like I said, attached to their phony ideologies, maybe. That's my only thinking. They pretend, I guess they think that they can't fix it. They don't have any faith, The world seems insurmountable, and they really don't care. They don't have love for black people, and they don't have faith. Jesse Lee Peterson has always fought, even when the odds don't look like the world is going to change, because, like he always says, God is looking for the few. Oh my gosh. Let me read Mo Betta Stand Up. It says, giving back to the church and your future treasure chest. Thank you. Asmodor gave a ninjet. Very generous. Appreciate that. And he said, thanks for the upcoming 2 hours. Your show is at the top of my favorites list. That's awesome. Thank you, man. Oh my gosh. Maze out of Dayton, Ohio. 20 seconds for you, Maze. Go. My favorite caller.
I like Billy, but you won't let him explain what he's trying to say. And then all these dummies, the Roadrunner, all he did was run up and down the road with no thought or no nothing. When you see Roadrunners, you have to wonder, do they know what they're talking about, or just like they're riding around or flying up and down the road?
You love Billy?
Yeah, no, I didn't say. I said I wanted to listen to what Billy had to say, but you won't let him talk.
But I was trying
to tell you.
No. Anyways, I got to go, Maze. We'll talk again.
He's trying to tell you, and the ones that didn't sit in the classroom, that y'all commit crimes and y'all don't want to admit it because everything you say, it doesn't matter. Well,
all right, Maze. Good
Does
one.
not matter to you.
Yeah, we're the ones in denial.
We want to talk about this
Okay, Mace.
military.
Gotta go. All right. I'm sorry. I had to hang up on her. Or maybe I'm not sorry. Whites apologize too much, right? Okay, guys. TheHakeReport.com for my stuff. Rebuildingtheman.com/church to get the podcast from church service yesterday and prior. All right, guys. Take care.